my name is Sue Holstenbach, and I work here at the Twisted Hop Woolston. I have been involved in the craft beer world for many, many years, in many facets. I started off hobby brewing, which quickly grew into a passion. So I produced lots and lots of good beer and drank lots and lots of good beer, and had to sell all my equipment to immigrate to New Zealand. So here I am with lots of beer knowledge and passion, now working here at the Twisted Hop and bringing that to this establishment as the service supervisor in front of house staff. So today I'm going to talk to you about something that I'm personally passionate about, and that's how we get the tasty beverage of beer from production into your fridge and your belly. And one of the best vehicles for that, in my opinion, is through canning. So a lot of craft breweries in the recent years have started canning. You've probably been to the bottle store or been in bars and seen a lot more cans appearing on the shelf. A lot of people's first reaction is, yuck, I can't possibly drink good beer out of a can. Good beer only comes in a bottle. While this maybe used to be the case when the only canning going on was the yellow, fizzy, bland type beer, but the fact of the matter is canning has come a long way in the past 20 years, and a lot of brewers are starting to recognize that and take advantage of all the advantages of canning. So the big social stigma that has to be overcome is the fact that bottles are superior because they look better, present better, and don't leave a metallic taste in the mouth. However, there have been a lot of studies in recent years that do blind taste testings, trying to find that metallic taste. And the fact is, there's absolutely no empirical evidence to support that. Drinking craft beer out of a can and a bottle, you're getting the same taste from the can and from the bottle. However, canning has so many more advantages. So let's talk about some of those. One is the obvious. You can take cans into places that you can't take bottles. Think about all those rafting trips, going tramping and hiking up into the mountains. You can pack beer in. It's a lot lighter to pack out a flattened can than a glass bottle. Also, you don't have the risk of broken glass and cutting yourself and all those other factors when taking beer out into nature. Another one is the weight. Now, the weight of aluminum versus glass helps in many areas. One is, again, for packing in and packing out on trips and adventures. You can carry a lot more beer for less weight if they're in a can. Also, think of packaging. A lot of our beer, like Sierra Nevada or even this Brewdog from Scotland, are coming a long way to get here to New Zealand. When they come in a can, we can get a lot more beer shipped here for a lot less the cost. The can itself is lighter. The packaging allows the cans to stack a lot better. So we can ship more beer and get more beer here to New Zealand for less cost. Less cost is not just money in the bottom line, but think about the carbon footprint and the sustainability. We're getting a lot more beer here with less carbon emissions, less transport fees, which is a lot more good beer with a happy sustainability conscience. Another big thing, another big advantage that canning has over bottling is the recyclability. First of all, every time we put beer in a can, an aluminum can generally contains about 40% of recycled material. Compare that to a glass bottle that contains only 20 to 30% recycled material. So we're already starting with a product that has more recycled material in it. Secondly, when you're done drinking that tasty beer and you go to recycle that glass or that aluminum, The recycling procedure for aluminum is 95% less energy intensive than recycling glass. So it all adds up to the bottom line that canning and transporting beer in cans is better for the environment, more sustainable, a lower carbon footprint, and that makes everyone, I think, happy when we're a lot more conscientious about our environment and our sustainability these days. There's another huge advantage of canning that we haven't talked about, and that is the quality of the beer. And we all know that beer comes from organic compounds, the grain, the yeast, and that becomes our delicious beer. When you put beer in a can, there's no light that can penetrate the beer. The two biggest factors that destroy the organic compounds in beer are light and air. So with canning, you have absolutely no light penetration. Secondly, with the canning methods that we have nowadays, with the double crimping method, that actually allows less oxygen in the canned beer than in the bottled beer. So you have less air touching that beer during transport, during storage. That's less chances for oxidization. So overall, the quality of the beer in a can has the potential to have longer shelf life, better taste, more freshness than its bottled counterpart. We've talked about the last 20 years. Canning has come a long way from craft breweries such as Oscar Blues that release Dale's Pale Ale. In fact, has only ever transported their beer in cans, to nowadays where we have breweries just down the road from the Twisted Hop. Three Boys now releasing their Three Boys Wheat in an aluminum can. I should also add that when consuming a craft beer, whether it be out of the can or out of the bottle, it is always tastier when first poured into a glass. And that way, as you bring the beer up to enjoy it, you're getting the smell and the aroma of the hops. Come down and see us at the Twisted Hop, Woolston. And next time you're in, take a plunge and try one of these delicious craft beers out of the can, whether it be from afar, like the US or Scotland, or one of our local brewers, Garage Project, Three Boys, North End. We have some delicious beers for you to try.